Hey guys, Yuvraj here from the Brainstorm Force team, makers of the Astra theme for WordPress and some other amazing WordPress related products. Today's video is all about a single topic, and the topic is how to embed videos on your WordPress website. Now, I know what you might be thinking. You might be thinking, Yuvraj, this is not a topic that requires a complete video for itself, right? You don't need a complete video to explain how to embed videos on a site. I understand why you might think so, but there are a lot of small integrated details that you should know of, which will make your life a lot easier when you want to embed videos on your site. And also, when you're embedding any kind of videos on your site, you need to be aware about a lot of different scenarios on how you would embed your videos on your site. Sometimes it might be related to videos or the source of the video. Sometimes it might be related to the presentation of how you want it to appear on your website. And I thought I'll just make a video completely explaining all the possibilities so that you have no doubts when you want to embed any kind of videos on your WordPress website. So let's start with the first and the most basic, I would say the basic scenario that most people would be interested in is how to embed a YouTube video on your WordPress website. So what I've done is I've opened up the channel or my channel, our channel, Brainstorm Force here, right here. And let's say I want to embed this video on our WordPress website or any WordPress website. This is a video that's we recently published, which was how to add custom tax names to WordPress. It's a pretty impressive video. Make sure to check it out as well. I'll leave links down in the description. So let's say I want to embed this video on my website. So the simplest way that I can do so is by copying the URL of the video first. So I can go to the address bar and copy the URL, or I can just right click right here and copy video URL right here. And I've clicked the button and you saw a small link icon just disappearing. That means the link is now pasted or copied to my clipboard. And I'll go back to my WordPress website right here. And this is just I'm using the basic Gutenberg or the block editor. And all I have to do is just paste the link right here and watch what happens. So instantly, as you saw, WordPress recognized that this was a YouTube video and it actually automatically embedded the video for me. And if I go and preview this page, you'll see that this page works perfectly fine with the video embedded. So that's the both first and I'll say the most basic scenario. Now you might be wondering whether this applies only to the Gutenberg or the block editor. Well, that's not the case. It also applies to your regular classic editor. So I have a website right here which uses the classical editor. So let's paste the URL once again here and see what happens. And instantly, the classic editor also recognized, or WordPress in this case recognized, that this was a video embed and automatically converted this to an embedded video. Now, there are some technical details that you need to be aware of. Let me explain to you what that means or what I mean by that. So one thing I want to clarify with regards to embedding or pasting videos on your site is what sources of videos are actually supported. Now, your video or the video you're trying to embed on your site might not be hosted on YouTube. It might be on Vimeo. It might be on Facebook or any other source. Then the question is, which sources are actually supported? So I'll give you a very specific answer. Let me just add an embed block on the page because technically this block is an embed block and I'll show you what I mean by that. I'll just add a new block right here, which is embed, and I'll add this. And technically, if you wanted to, you could paste the same URL that I pasted just right here in this embed block and it will work the same way. But I added the embed block right here for a specific reason, just for this URL. So if I click this, I'll reach the actual documentation for the embed block and it will show you what kind of embeds are actually supported. So by scrolling right here, I can tell you all these blocks that you see or all these video sources you see are actually supported by the embed block. So you have Amazon Kindle Instant Previews, you have Animoto videos, you have Cloud of Videos, Crowd Signal, Dailymotion. Facebook, for some reason, is not supported. This is what I wanted to clarify, that Facebook has decided not to support the OEmbed endpoint, which is required to have this support for embedding videos. So if you have Facebook videos or if you have Instagram videos, they are not supported with this method. But all these other sources that I'm showing you, Flickr, Giphy, Imgur, and PhotoBucket, Reddit, Scribd, SlideShare, Spotify, TikTok, VideoPress, and WordPress TV and YouTube, they all are supported. So it doesn't matter if you actually copy a video from these sources, any kind of content from these sources, you can embed to your site using the embed block. So that is what I wanted to clarify first. Now, you might be wondering, how do I embed Facebook videos? Well, there is a way around it, but if I added this entire process to this video, it's going to go a little bit longer than I would like. So if you want to watch or if you want to learn how to embed Facebook videos on your site, just leave a comment down below Facebook on this video. So I know that, okay, there are some people who are interested in learning how to embed Facebook videos, and I'll just do a dedicated video about it. It's not the complex or most complicated process, but I just don't want to include the exact or the complete process in this video. I hope you understand. So that's the process of embedding regular videos, or I'd say YouTube videos, and a bunch of other kind of sources, or I'd say a bunch of other type of content on regular WordPress website. So I hope that clarifies, and now you understand how to embed YouTube videos on your WordPress website. But one question that some people might have is that, does this method work for playlist? Yes, it does. If you actually copy a URL to, or if you copy the URL to a playlist, then this method will work exactly the same. Let me go to our channel right here, and I'll copy the playlist for WordPress News, which is a weekly series that we do on our channel. Every Monday, we publish a video talking about all the latest updates in the WordPress ecosystem. So if you're interested in something like that, make sure to subscribe to our channel. So coming right here, now I have come just use the same embed block, which I just added in a few moments ago, I'd say. And I'll just add or paste the playlist URL right here, and I'll click embed. And now you see the playlist is also embedded. And how do you know it's a playlist? You can see this icon right here, which if I click, I think I'll have to play the video first. So I'll play it, and by clicking this, you can see that I can see all the videos that have been added to the playlist. So this is what the embedding playlist looks like. This is how it works. Pretty simple to understand, pretty straightforward, I would say, for both the regular videos and also for playlists. So this is the regular process of embedding YouTube videos, but there are some intricacies. Let's talk about them now. So we just learned how to embed videos on regular pages and posts on our website, but a lot of people inquire or have the question on how to embed YouTube videos or regular videos to the sidebar of my website, or how to embed a video in the footer of my website. And that's the question I want to answer right now, because if you already have watched a video about the topic, or if you intend on watching more videos about the same topic, then let me tell you that things have recently changed. With the introduction of WordPress 5.8, which was just a couple of weeks ago, things have changed in WordPress on how you would embed content, any kind of content, to the sidebar area and also the footer area. That's why I would, that's one of the reasons why this video is being made, so I can clarify or set the record straight for the new way in which you can add content to these areas of your website. So right now, the first step you would need to take to embed videos to maybe the sidebar or maybe the footer of your website is to first enable the sidebar, because a lot of themes don't support sidebars, or there's no need, or it's disabled by default. So I'm using the Astra theme, of course, and I have the sidebar enabled on my website. You can see right here, because Astra gives you the control of enabling the sidebar on a global basis or maybe on a single post basis. So I have that enabled. And if you're familiar with WordPress, even the slightest bit, then you might know that adding content to the sidebar or the footer is done through widgets. And you can access the widget menu by going into Appearance and Widgets. And one thing that has changed about the widgets, or the most important change that has happened to widgets in WordPress 5.8, is that widgets are now block based. But now, any kind of block, what do I mean by that? Any block that you see right here in the WordPress blocks can be added to a widget. So what does that open for us? A lot of possibilities, because we just saw that by using the embed block, we had the option of embedding a lot of different kinds of content to our widgets. So if you want to embed any videos to your widgets, then all you have to do is use the embed block in the widget area, because it's now a block-based option or block-based editor. So I'm in the widget areas. So right now what you see is the classic widgets, which are now actually, I think, called classic widgets as well. So I'll first delete all these widgets. And then I'll add a new widget area or a new widget block. I don't know what the exact terminology is. It's still in process. So I'll add a new block, and then I'll embed a video and show you how it works on my website right now. So just give me a second. I'll pause the video, delete all this content, and then show you how to add a block to your widget. So I've deleted all the legacy widgets. That's the exact terminology. I've deleted all the legacy widgets from my main sidebar. And now I'll start adding content to my main sidebar. And to add any kind of content, I'll click the plus icon, and that will give me all the blocks that are present in the regular Gutenberg or the block editor, and I can add or any kind of block to my widgets. So I can use the embed block or I can use the YouTube block. Both work fine. Let me just choose the embed block, and now I can embed or paste a URL from a YouTube video or for a YouTube video, which I just demonstrated a few minutes ago, and I can add it here. So let's paste that. I don't remember which one I have copied on my clipboard. I think it's the playlist one. So that works as fine as well. It'll just be a demonstration about the playlist, not the video. So let's embed that now. And in just a second, you saw now the playlist is embedded to my sidebar. Let's also just update the widget areas or update the widgets. I'll update my post as well, and then we'll look at the post from the front end, and let's see how it appears, and does the sidebar actually show the playlist. And of course it does. The playlist can now be played, or all the videos in the playlist can now be viewed from inside the sidebar of my website. And the same thing goes for the widgets in the footer as well. For the widgets in the footer, you can use the Astra as header footer builder, which is the easiest way to customize your headers and footers. And that's how you add videos to your sidebars and footers. So we just learned how to embed YouTube videos on our website, right? I showed you how to embed the video in your post area, the pages, of course, and also the sidebar and footer areas of your website. But what if you wanted more control over how the player behaves, right? If you are embedding YouTube videos, it's a lot of variables that you can control. Do you want to have a border around it? Do you want the player to behave differently? Do you want it to show the related videos? And a bunch of other customization options that you can have with regards to specifically YouTube videos and also other sources as well. If you are in a situation where you need this kind of control, then there are possibilities, or there are ways to achieve the same thing. So let me give you a couple of scenarios where you can use a plugin, which I'm going to recommend, to have this kind of enhanced control over YouTube videos that are embedded on your website. And after testing out a bunch of plugins, the plugin that I would recommend to you is this plugin, which is called Embed Plus for YouTube. It has a gallery, channel, playlist, live stream. So embed, technically you can embed your videos in a gallery view. You can embed an entire channel. You can embed a playlist and also embed live streams on your website. So this is a freemium product. It has a free version, which is more than enough for most people. It also has a pro version with a lot more features. So if you are your website is based around video, or video is a huge part of what the actual content of your website is, you might want to look at the paid version as well. I'll leave links down in the description for this video, of course. And I already have this installed on my website. So let me give you a quick demonstration on what the possibilities are, because if I cover all the options, this video will become an hour long, because there are tons of options. So as you can see, the plugin is already installed. The YouTube free section is what the menu entry looks like. So I'll just open it up and I'll quickly show you what the settings are. So let me open up the setup wizard first. I think I'll have to do this first because I was just testing the plugin out. So once I've done this, we'll see the setup wizard first. So this will start the setup process, or set up the basic embed settings for this plugin and how videos will appear on your site, right? So YouTube setup guide, what are the options, or how would you embed, or what are the things that you want to do with videos, right? So would you embed single videos? Would you want to embed galleries? Would you want to also host self-contained playlists or channels, and also live streams? So you have to just select all the options that apply. So let's say I will select all 4 and click the next button. So again, there are a lot of options as I mentioned. So you are interested in maybe related videos. Do you want to show related videos from your channel, from all of YouTube, maybe related videos, or just hide all of related videos? You want to have branding or not? Do you want to have responsive video control or not? And what is the default gallery page size? All bunch of different options that you can embed, configure with this plugin. As I mentioned, it's a pretty exhaustive list of features. So you can look at this when you install this plugin. You can definitely spend some time on the settings and figure out what applies to you. I'm just trying to demonstrate the options quickly. So let's hit the next button. So this is where it gets a little tricky for you, because for some of the features that you want to use, let's say, for example, you want to embed a channel, or you want to embed playlists that are distributed on the entire page, you will need to set up your YouTube API, which is free to do, but it requires some amount of effort. It's pretty easy to do. I tried it out. It was simple, but I don't want to include it in this video. Otherwise, this video again will go on off on a tangent and become a little too complicated and longer than I desire. So there's this link right here with for a video which they have, the plugin authors have actually made. I'll show you the process of how to embed or create your YouTube API access, or maybe add some credentials. And then once you've done that, you'll generate your API key and you'll add it here. So for this, just the purpose of this video, I'm going to skip that part and I'll do this, select the option of doing this later. But if you're interested in using any of the options that I just mentioned, embedding channels, embedding playlists, then you can use or create this or follow this process. And once you're done, just paste your API here. So I'll click the I'll do it later. And I have now tons of options on how to actually set up my embeds in YouTube. Let's just quickly take a look at some of the options. So we have at a glance options, we have centering options, we have autoplay options. If you want to play videos automatically, you have annotations, looping, you have related videos show up. You want to enable or disable the full screen button and title attributes. You want to show the progress bar, what should be the dimensions of the video, responsive controls for videos, and auto fit in the widgets, and then iOS playback. So there's, as you can see, it's a long list of options. So if you're serious about embedding videos, then this is the plugin you should be using on your site, because bunch of different options. So again, you can set up the API key right here. You can set up or start the setup wizard once again right here, and you can set up galleries again. So this is what I meant by galleries. You have a one video playing right here and bunch of different options or bunch of different videos showing up just below it, similar to how YouTube does it natively. For this, again, you would need to set up your API first, and it's not difficult to do. Then you again have more controls over how to set up your gallery feed. Again, tons of options in the entire plugin. Then you have performance options where you can customize how lazy loading appears, or how asynchronous the content of the videos are loaded, and a bunch of different options. Then you can also embed manually videos, and you have the options to upgrade to the paid version of this plugin. So this is a fantastic plugin. I'm not demonstrating this right now just to keep the video's length to a reasonable or modest length, but I did try this plugin out. It worked fantastically for all the features I tried out. So that's one way to do it. But now, if you think, or if you look at this and you think this is too much, I just wanted my videos to appear in a grid layout, right? Don't give me all these complex options. Show me a different or easy way to just showcase multiple videos on the same page. Well, I got you. Don't worry. I'll show you a simple way on just creating a simple grid like this on your website. So once again, to do this or create this gallery, you can definitely do the same thing in the WordPress native Gutenberg or the block editor, but I'll suggest a free product that you can use, which will give you some additional level of control on setting this up. So the plugin that I'm going to recommend is called Ultimate Add-ons for Gutenberg. Full disclaimer, we make this plugin. Let me open the website quickly. So this is the website for Ultimate Add-ons for Gutenberg. It has a bunch of different widgets that you can use, including some additional or interesting widgets that I'm going to demonstrate for creating these kind of gallery layouts on your site, right? So you have a bunch of different options. You can definitely check out the website. Links are in the description, and this is a completely free product, right? There's no strings attached. There's no premium version. Everything that you see or every widget that you see is completely free to use. So going back to my website, I already have this installed on my website. So I'll just open up or add a new post, and I'm going to show you how to actually start creating a kind of a gallery layout on your site. So I'll just add a block. And if you're familiar with WordPress, you already might know that there's a columns block, right? But it's very limited. It doesn't give you full control over how to set up your columns. So I would suggest is using the advanced columns from Ultimate Add-ons for Gutenberg. This is the plugin or this is the block I would recommend to set up a beautiful looking gallery layout. So once I've done that, I have a bunch of options, right? So I can set up columns in different ways. I have different 50-50 columns, maybe 30-70. So let's take, for example, I want to set up my, where did it go? I think I closed that. Let's say I want to set up a basic YouTube gallery, right? So there's a big video on top, which is the current playing video, but there's a bunch of other videos on the bottom. So what I'll do is go back right here. The first column that I'll add is the full width column, right? Just one column. And then I'll add the same block once again. And now I'm going to add, let's say, 3 columns. So right now the layout right here, which you can see, is very similar. And what I'm going to do is add the embed block right here, and then add the main video that I want to add to this, I would say, the main section. So I'll just copy that link right again, going back to the videos on our channel, and I'll just copy this one and come back, and I'll paste it here and embed. And now this is embedded on my website. And let's say I want to add 3 small videos right here, which can serve as more videos that users can watch. So I'm going to go on my channel once again. I'm going to copy one of the videos links, come back here, add the embed block. I'll just paste it because that works too. And I'm going to do that once again. And I'm going to do that once again. And in simple, I'd say just a few seconds, we just created a beautiful looking gallery layout. And now you have complete controls as well, because when you use the UAG options, you have a bunch of options, right? You can customize the width of the column, spacing, the background colors, the borders, and a bunch of other options as well. So you still have complete control over how you want your videos to appear, but in a more, I'd say, beautiful looking layout, depending on how you want to set up pages on your site. So this is the second way, or I'd say the most easiest way to set up grid layouts or gallery layouts for YouTube videos. But there's one more scenario I would like to cover in this video on how to embed videos. So let's start with that scenario now. So talking about the last scenario that I want to cover with this video is how to embed videos when you're using a page builder like Elementor on your website. So let's switch to my screen, and I have a page or website set up with Elementor, and I want to, let's say, embed videos on my website. So right now I'm using a blank page, but if you wanted to, you can embed a beautiful looking page from starter templates, or also use the block patterns that we make available and make a beautiful looking page, and then decide to embed video anywhere. Right, so let's keep it simple. What I'll do to embed videos using Elementor or on a page that is using or designed with Elementor is use the video widget. So I'll just go to Elementor's search widget option and I'll just type in video. Make sure you're using the video or the widget which has the icon similar to a play button, not the WordPress one, and just drag and drop it to the section where you want to add the video. And as you can see, the video is now embedded, and the video is a demonstration video by Elementor. Let's change it to one of our videos, which I was just using as demonstration. I'll change that. And natively, Elementor's video widget supports YouTube, Vimeo, Dailymotion, and self-hosted video as well. So I wouldn't recommend uploading self-hosted videos or uploading videos directly on your website. That's a no-no for most web hosts. If you want to know why, then just leave a comment. I'll probably answer that question for you in the comments. So coming here, you have a bunch of options to configure the video embed here. You have the start time and end time, so you can start a video at a particular time, end it at a particular time. You have the options of auto-playing it, maybe muting the video, looping the video, disabling the player controls if you want to, modest branding and privacy mode, lazy loading, and suggested videos. So kind of similar options that I showed you in the previous plugin, but I'd say a little bit toned down. The plugin had too many options to configure, which was a good thing. But you also have options to have the styling options, right? So you have the aspect ratio options and changing CSS filters and other advanced features that natively Elementor supports for all kinds of widgets. So this works, but this is pretty vanilla, I'd say, right? It's not something that's too complicated, or it doesn't give you I'd say it's not exciting if you want to use videos in a creative way on your website, right? If you're just looking to embed a simple video, then that's particularly fine. But what if you want to, again, have a gallery view, right? So let's say your website was video centric, or there are a lot of videos that you show off on your website. This probably won't cut it, right? So for that, if you're interested in learning or looking at the possibilities of how to embed videos in a more creative way, I would suggest another plugin for you. And that plugin is again called Ultimate Add-ons for Elementor. Full disclaimer, we make this plugin and it's just a way to supercharge your Elementor experience, right? So Elementor has a lot of native widgets available, but we add, or Ultimate Add-ons for Elementor adds, tons of different options. Let me just give you a simple idea on all the widgets that it supports. It has presets, display conditions, cross-site copy paste, and a bunch of different widgets that you can use on your website. And specifically talking about video, we have 2 dedicated widgets just for video. And this is the first widget. Let me give you a quick demonstration on what options you have. So in the video section, you have the custom thumbnail, which is obvious. You have the play button customization option. Right now, this is the default one, but you can customize this. You have loading time optimization because it's completely lazy loaded. It's asynchronously loaded. There's no effect on load time on your site. You can also embed YouTube and Vimeo videos. So both types are supported. You have the subscribe box at the bottom, which you can see similar to right here. And you also have sticky video, which is a unique feature not found in any other plugin. So if I demonstrate the sticky video, so yeah, right now you can see it has a custom, I'd say, play button. But if I scroll down the page, this is where it gets interesting. Look at this, a video is sticky to my page and it's still playing in the background if I decide to play it. And if I just, I'd say, shut this down, it just automatically goes back where it was. And if I play this, I'll just give you a quick demonstration. I'll mute this. Going back, look at this. So I just realized since I closed the sticky widget or sticky video, it stopped following me. So I just refreshed the page and now you'll see that the video is actually now following me. The thing that I wanted to demonstrate was that since the video is now following me, if I go back, it'll automatically stick back to its original place. So this is one unique feature with the sticky video features or the video widget in the Ultimate Add-ons for Elementor plugin that we support. So you also have a bunch of different options. As I said, you have the option of customizing the video playback button or the play button in here. And this is just one of the widgets that we support for UAE. We also have a video gallery widget, which is, I'd say, really powerful. So this is the video gallery widget. Again, we have a walkthrough video. I'll leave links down to everything in the description. You can check it out. And this is the video gallery layout. Look at how beautiful it is to look at all these videos right here. But that's not the best part. Let's say you have a lot of videos on your site in multiple categories. So you can do this, and the videos will be arranged, or I'd say filtered on the fly. Isn't that amazing? It's beautiful, right? You can do this for any kind of videos and you'll see videos automatically being arranged and filtered. So that's just one of the features in the video widget, I'd say video gallery widget. And then you can also embed the videos in a similar way or different kinds of ways, as I say, right? So you have this single row gallery, you have multi-row gallery, and then you can also have carousel pics, right? So this is also beautiful. Let's say you want to promote videos at the end of your blog post. So you can just add this kind of carousel at the end of your blog post. It looks beautiful. So this has a bunch of options. Again, it's optimized for loading times. You can select the display position. You have different kind of gallery layouts, sorting and ordering options, which I just demonstrated. And again, you have filtering tabs and bunch of different options. So I'd suggest if you're serious about embedding videos on your site, and if you would appreciate, or if any of the features I demonstrated in Ultimate Add-ons for Elementor makes sense for you, make sure to check it out. Everything or all the links are in the description. And with that, we've come to the end of the video. I hope you learned something new about embedding videos on your website. We covered 3 different scenarios: embedding videos regularly, embedding it in a gallery, embedding it in the sidebar and also the footer of the of your website, and also in some other areas or some different ways on using or embedding videos with Elementor. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up, like this video, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon, also select all in the preference or notification preferences so we can send you notification about similar videos. I'll embed a nice looking video right here. Make sure to check that out as well before you start watching some other video. I'll catch you in the next video. You were watching and listening to Yuvraj on the Brainstorm Force channel. Take care, stay safe.